What up, what up? It's your homeboy Sean, and today we're talking about the benefits of dating multiple people. This is a topic that I've been preaching for a long time, especially for the females. You know, men do this too, where they want to just date one person at a time. And I mean, and that's fine too. I'm just saying, I feel as though, how serious are you to getting to a serious relationship or marriage? You know, dating someone one at a time, I mean, going through the entire process takes a while. I mean, you know, even a 2-month relationship can take a while, one at a time. So you got to meet the guy or the girl, you got to talk to them, do the texting stage, you got to go on a few dates, and then you say, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you. Now the clock starts. So that could take 2-3 weeks possibly, or a month, to get through the talking stage, and then now you're in the relationship stage. You know, and then now 2 months goes by, y'all going out, y'all hanging out, y'all getting to know each other, then you realize it doesn't work. During that 2 months, I mean, most of us get attached to people fairly quickly, especially when there's sex involved, especially when you spend a lot of those 2 months together. So you build a bond. So once you break up after 2 months, the rule of thumb is you have to heal half the time you were together. So if you were together 2 months or 3 months with the talking stage, a month and a half goes by where you're mourning the relationship or the loss of the relationship, or even the routine of the relationship. So now you went from a 3-month situation to where, you know, that you can move on, but now you have 4.5, 5 months where you were out of the game. Now say you meet another person the next day after you get over them in 5 months, then you do that process again. So now you only had 2 relationships in a year that you actually got to grow, learn, and get closer to the possible, you know, husband or wife. I feel as though dating multiple people, and I'm not saying fuck multiple people. Like, a lot of people think that I'm talking about smash everybody. No. I'm talking about get to know multiple people at the same time. I always look at dating multiple people as a company trying to fill a position that's vacant. And that's kind of what we have. We have a vacancy in our lives, which is a significant other, you know, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So when a job or a company has a vacancy, what do? Do they just talk to one person at a time, or do they have this interview process, which is multiple candidates, and then they weed them out and filter them out over X amount of days, weeks, months, or whatever? So I look at it really side by side, really, okay? So when a company's looking for a position, or they have a vacant position open, what do? They actually make a job posting, which lets people know, the people who need a job, that there is a position open. And they usually call that flirting with the talent pool, right? That's like with us. So when you're open to date and you have a vacancy for a significant other, you flirt with the talent pool, right? You go and flirt with people. You put it online. You put that stuff out as you go out. You know, you start flirting with people, right? So now back to the company. After the company flirts with the talent pool, it actually accepts applications. So it lets the applicants know how to apply. So whether that's applying online, bringing your resume in, all of these kind of things, calling in, checking on the availability of the job, that's like on our side. After you flirt with the talent pool, you flirt with the people, that's them flirting back, showing interest. So the candidates for a job show interest by applying, the people flirt back with you, you know, or holler at you, or whatever it is, right? So they holler back. So now they're putting their bid in, they're putting their application in. So now back to the job. When the job actually starts accepting applications, they review the applications for the people who can make it to the next step, which is the interview process. So they go through the process, see who's qualified, look at resumes, check your job history, right? All of that good stuff. Same thing with us. Now when people start flirting back, you start looking them up and down. How are they talking? How do they look? Do they qualify to get to the next stage, which is the dating phase, right? Now back to the company. So now the company is going through the interview process. They weeded out thousands or hundreds of applicants down to maybe 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, right? So now that's the interview process. You're going to call them back for an interview to get a closer look at them, to kind of get to know them, let them break down their resume, let them tell you about their work history, give them some behavioral interview questions and say, hey, can you fit in this culture? Now back to us. That's when you start asking people on dates or accepting their dates. So you went through all the people that flirted with you, the ones that you thought would make it better or make it to the dating stage. you accept or offer them a date. Now doing the date, you get to know them a little bit better, get to know them on a more personal scale, more personal way. So now you're asking those people behavioral questions, you know, about their past history, their exes, and what they're looking for. Can they fit in the culture? Now with the jobs, there's multiple rounds of interviews. And at that first stage, they interview a lot. All the people they think are qualified or possibly qualified, they interview them back to back to back to back. They have no time to waste. The company will not run efficiently if that position stays vacant for too long. Sometimes that's with us. Sometimes we're not as efficient if that vacancy lasts too long. So we start getting too comfortable with being single. You know, we get out of rhythm of the dating process. You know what I'm saying? We get more closed in, I guess. But they interview multiple people, so continue with the company. Now you go through multiple rounds. Now the next round, maybe they have 2-3 rounds. Now you weed out the ones who aren't great interviewers. The ones who really, their resume and what they said didn't really match up. Maybe they don't fit the culture here. So now these are the people that go into the next round before you select them. So once they go into those rounds, you find that one that actually is accepted to get the job. Back to us. You go on interviews, which is the dates. You go all back to back to back. You don't got to be every week, every day. But you're dating multiple people throughout the time that you're actually showing people that you're available to date. So you're going and you're comparing everybody to each other. Same thing with the job. They compare us to each other as we interview. So they're looking at who's going to be the best fit. Everybody's probably qualified, but who's going to be the best fit? Who's the standout star to get this position for the salary? So here you date multiple people and you're getting to know multiple people so you can kind of compare who's the best one, you know? And now when the company offers the position to the most qualified, they go through orientation or training. It's back to us. You pick that person that you want to make your boyfriend or girlfriend. Now they have to go through orientation and training. And you have to train them to know how to love you, to know what you like or what you don't like, to know how to talk to you, right? You know, to kind of see if you guys are on the same page with a lot of stuff. You know, you guys wanting the same stuff or whatever. So now you have to train and orientate, and if they work out and they do great, now they fill the position. Same thing with this company. They fill the position. So with anything, I mean, that's just one example. I mean, look at when you go shoe shopping. Do you just buy the first pair of shoes you try on? Probably not. Or maybe you buy multiple shoes, right? Do you buy the first house that you look at when you're going house hunting, right? Or house shopping? You probably don't. And even if you saw the dream house the first go, you don't know if that's the best deal you can get because you haven't compared it with anything else. You know, you might buy that house and then you say, oh shit, this house is on the market too? If I would have known, I would have bought that house. You could have compared the two homes. I mean, we do that with shopping. Why can't we do that with one of the most important decisions we can make is who we're actually gonna, you know, be with at the end of the day. So I feel like dating multiple people would just help you out. I mean, you know, most people talk about me bad because my average relationships last about 6 months to a year. And, you know, they're thinking like, oh, you're a quitter. No, I date with a purpose in the way that I work on my relationships while I'm there. I don't have no time to pretty much play around. I don't waste my time or hers. I think 6 months is enough time, especially when you ask the right questions. You guys have experienced each other enough, where you guys hang out enough, where you can get to know somebody really thoroughly. So why, if I know this girl doesn't have the potential to give me what I need, what I want, why would I waste her time? Let's cut it off before we hate each other, and let's do that. Other people pride themselves with, oh, I've been in a relationship 5 years. Or I've been in a relationship 6 years. I've been in a relationship 2 years. But then if you look at it, if you're failing at wifing up these people or marrying these people, if you do that every time, you're going to be old as hell by the time you dated 5, 6 people. That could be almost 30, 40 years that you are sitting here dating only a handful of people, probably in your neighborhood, which are the same people wrapped in a different body, have the same ideologies and stuff, and you're not exploring your options really, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like dating multiple people would definitely work for people who quote unquote say they're dating with a purpose. You're dating to get married, right? You know, you're dating to have somebody by your side. So once you compare all these people, there are so many people in the world. in your town, in your state, you know? So, but you want to date one person from the beginning all the way until the breakup? That is wild. Now, I'm not saying when you get them as a girlfriend or boyfriend, you still checking the field out. No. The dating process, in my opinion, is the interview process. I'm interviewing different people to see who can get the job. So yeah, so I feel like dating multiple people isn't a bad thing. It has a bad stigma. People call, you know, guys dogs and girls hoes because you see them out with one dude or one girl one day and the next day you then mind your business, man. That's not their girlfriend or boyfriend. Yeah, and if you like this content, man, please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys feel at the bottom. Do you guys feel like dating multiple people is right or wrong? You know, because I mean, this is my opinion. You might think that it's wrong and it's messed up not to be in love. So if you guys disagree or agree, let me know in the comments below, man. I appreciate all of that, man. Yeah.